Hello students, today we'll be doing another experiment using Weka, that is classification. For this classification, we'll be using the J48 classifier in Weka. Now as far as the dataset is concerned, till now we have been using our own created CSV file that was bank data. But for this example, we'll be using one of the already provided dataset by Weka, that is the IRIS dataset. There's one more assumption that we take, that a proper pre-processing has already been performed on the data before we go for the classification. So let's start the experiment. Open the Weka GUI chooser, click on Explorer. Now open the file that we want to get the data from. Let's select the IRIS dataset. Now here we can see the various attributes, and it has 5 attributes, and number of instances is 150 in this dataset. Now based on the assumption that the pre-processing is already been done, let's go on the classified tab. Now click on choose. Here we will be selecting J48 classifier. For this, navigate to trees. Under trees, select J48 classifier. Now there are various attributes that are available with a particular classifier. Like for J48, in case we want to change certain attributes, we can just double click on this text box where J48 is written. Now here are the various factors that we can change for the classification. For our example, we'll take all these default values and click OK. Now, there are various test options like use training set, and if we have already existing some training set which can be used by our classifier for classification, we can choose this, or we can choose our existing data itself to be used as a cross-validation. So here we'll be using 10-fold cross-validation as our evaluation approach. Now since we do not have a separate evaluation data set, this is necessary to get a reasonable idea of accuracy of this generated model. So here in this cross-validation, we select the folds as 10 and then click on Start. So on the right hand side, we can see our classifier output. Now this information can also be viewed in a separate window. So for this, we select on this tree J48, right click, select View in a separate window. So here we will be able to see our entire result within the separate window. Now in case we want to get a better view of how the classification is done, we can also see the graphical view of this. So for this, come to the same place, right click and select Visualize Tree. So here we can see how the classification is done. Like for the petal width attribute, if the value is less than equal to 0.6, we go to Iris setosa. If it is greater than this, we go to. So this shows how the classification is being done based on the values of various attributes. And that is all for the classification. Thank you.